Hey, what's going on? Strat Soldier here for the weekend shift. How you guys doing? I gotta adjust some stuff. Oh my gosh, what is going on with me? Hey, if you can't tell, I was on vacation. I got the worst tan in the world. Oh my gosh. Anyway, this is a Strat Soldier for the weekend shift. Let's get to it. Hey, what's going on? Strat Soldier here. We are live. We're live. Oh my goodness, already. Thank you so much for the super chats. Thank you so much, Sandollar. Thank you, JD, Justin Davis in the house. Good morning. Good morning. The rules are whatever you use the super chat, we're going to talk about whatever you want to talk about. We are definitely going to be talking about macro charts today. Now, I just got on there with TrendSpider and customer service on TrendSpider. I'm going to show you guys how to do that with TrendSpider. And I told them, hey, something's going on with macro charts. Something's going on with yearly charts. That's okay. Why? Because they pay attention to us. They pay attention to you. All right. They dang near, they dang near reply automatically. All right. That's all I really wanted to say. So I'll show you guys how to do that if you guys ever have any issues with that. Let me pop this chat out. I got Terry Baker in the house. Back up, Terry. Back up into them puts. All right. Terry was like, I got calls, I got this, I got that. And he's like, nope, hold on. Back it up. Back it up. Back up in them puts. Man, I tell you what, the tariffs, they had tariffs on everything tariffs. This might be a rumor, but I heard they got tariffs on exporting the PDF. Oh man, there's going to be a lot of offices that are going to be having to pay a lot of tariffs for exporting the PDF. Oh no, that's too many tariffs. I can't have tariffs exported in the PDF. Got my notes. Hey, I say this all the time, especially on my the Strat Camp webinar. The Strat Camp webinar is coming up on April 16th. I say all the time, note takers are money makers. Note takers are money makers. If you got me on the big screen, don't worry about it. I'm not going to say no wordy dirds because this is a family show. This is Woo. He was on the Strat Camp webinar the beginning of the year, and he's doing good things. He's actually working with other traders as well in other places. Now, once you have gone through the Strat Camp webinar, you have the entire Strat at your hands. All right, it's right there, and then you have your own questions and your own experience that you went through during the Strat Camp webinar, and you just keep watching that. You'll get a recording of that, and you'll keep watching it over and over and over. And then when you have a weird time in the market, you you go back to that webinar and go, I'm still having a problem with that. I knew it. All right, so what did we talk about? Okay, this is how you trade gaps. Okay, this is how you trade gaps. That makes sense now. I got it. All right. Sorry about my terrible suntan. Oh my gosh. I have my cool aviator sunglasses on, but I was looking smooth. Kevin Bird. Hey, I got a couple of those. Hey, what's up, young blood? I got a couple of those because these aviators was bad. And then at the end of it, boy, this suntan, boy, oh man. I got the reverse raccoon effect. What is happening? Good morning, Katie. What's going on? Miss Bacon. I'm going to call you Miss Bacon. We got Jimmy in the house. We got, Sandollar. Jimmy. Congratulations on the vacation. Yeah. I did a little chart. I did a little bit of charting and a little bit of things on vacation. But if you noticed, I didn't talk about a whole bunch. Teal is the real deal for the next color of our currency. yeah, seriously. And then hit that goal, baby. That's what Justin Davis said. Hit that goal. If you go to at the bottom of the chat, you'll see a little thing says, you can do super chats or super stickers. I suggest super chat, but there's some little ones in there and some big ones in there. And when you use one, whatever you want to talk about, I stop what I'm doing and talk about whatever you want to talk about. All right, whatever you want to talk about. And also, we got a goal. So if we get up to 10, if we hit that goal, and I get my, I get that 10 super chats, I'll do a Q&A on Sunday. I usually don't do stuff on Sundays because that's my time to chill out with my family. Chill. But we just came back from vacation, so I should be able to work that a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, hey, honey, come on now. They did the super chats. I got to do it. Kevin Bird said, where'd you go? I went to Orange Beach, Alabama. Orange Beach, Alabama. Now, I know you guys hear that, and you're like, wait a minute. You went to Alabama for vacation? That don't sound cool. It's dang near Florida. I mean, it's right there on the edge. Beautiful, beautiful beaches. Great area. I had lots of fun. Let's see here. I got 5 more minutes for my intro. 5 more minutes. We're going to get into it. Most everything is red, right? Everything is red. No reason to panic, all right? And this trading is not for everybody, all right? There's other strat groups out there that'll tell you, hey, if you don't trade both sides, you're not a good stratter. And there's other groups and other trading systems that say if you don't trade both sides, you're not a good trader. Don't listen to that crap. Don't listen to it. If you're only good at going long, just go long, all right? There's other inverse stocks that I'm going to show you that you can use, or inverse instruments that you can use that you can trade while everything is going down. All right, where everything's going to the lows, you'll be working these things going the opposite direction with shares. All right, we're going to talk about some of that stuff. And also, cash is a position. It is very difficult to trade to the downside. It really is. You know that famous voice that says, "I love trading to the downside. It's so great. It's great trading to the downside." Yeah. Don't believe the hype. All right? Don't believe the hype. It is difficult. Why? Because at the end of the day, those people that are shorting those stocks, for them to make money, they have to cover their position, which means they have to buy the stock to cut the short, all right? Their short positions. So at the end of the day, you'll see that pop. All right, pop. They're like, oh, it's gonna pop. You know what I mean? You'll also see it the next day. Let's just say it's been, red for 3 days, red for 4 days, and then you'll see, short covering. You'll see sellers got what they wanted. They start covering their short positions. They have to buy the stock to do that. Other people see that happening. They think it's popping. Oh, it's pop. I told you it was gonna pop. And then they start buying, and then the buyers get more aggressive, and it starts moving to the upside. And that can happen in various situations. One thing, I'm sure you heard of a dead cat bounce. Kind of funny to say, but it's when the stock's going down, all right? And then comes up a little bit, and it just sits there. And then there's more continuation down, all right? Dead cat bounce. It's not doing so much. It's not doing anything, all right? That's more continuation down. And then you'll have those bear flags where it goes down, comes up a little bit, and then continues to the lows, all right? So you're going to see a lot of that. You're going to see a lot of that in the next couple of weeks, all right? Now, what we're going to be watching for is the quarterly charts. If we have an inside quarter, all right? If we have an inside quarter, let's just say this quarter is going to be an inside quarter. And not a lot's going to be happening because there's still disruption out there. There's still tariffs. There's still this and that. We don't know what's on the news every day. That can happen, all right? But once we have that inside quarter, we have an actionable signal, all right? That's either going to go to the upside or the downside. So right now, we're just going to play it cool. Just like they said on Jurassic Park. Any fans of Jurassic Park in here? when the entire park was down, and they had to flip the breakers, and they shut off all the breakers, and Samuel L. Jackson was like, all right, we gotta shut down the whole park and restart this thing. And he looks at everybody and goes, no, yeah, he just got a cigarette in his mouth. He goes, all right, guys, hold on to your butts. Hold on to your butts. Here it goes. They flip the switch. It's kind of like what's happening right now. All right, it's a lot of uncertainty. I see the chat rolling. What's up, JJ? JJ's in the house. Go see JJ over at Seppi Group. All right, he's still doing stuff live. Go watch him. He's doing great stuff over there. What's up, Dan? What's up, Beach Bum? Man, I was a beach bum over last week, boy. You see my crazy tan? Oh, man. Let's see here. JJ. Yep, Justin Davis says, JJ made me some money this week for sure. Heck yeah, good. I'm glad you're in there with JJ. Marlon B, where you been? JD says it's gonna bounce, not pop. Oh my gosh. I don't want to end the stream with me punching my camera, but I'm gonna do it, JD. Price cannot bounce. Good Lord. Anyway, I love it. I love you guys out here. JJ, Thinkorswim won't let me in. No charts. This sucks. Yeah. And I was just talking about that. And that's it for my intro. But JJ, I was just talking about how TrendSpider's having an issue with the quarterly and the yearly charts. So I'm going to use that as a way to show you guys how to get a hold of customer service if you need to for your charts. So let's do that right now. Let's do it. All right, when I trade, I have all 4 charts up just like this: the monthly, the weekly, the daily, and the 60. And that shows me time frame continuity. All right.
Time frame continuity.
Time frame continuity is very important. It's like the weather. It's always there. Always there. Now you either have full time frame continuity or you have conflict. All right. That's the basics of time frame continuity. If you want to learn more, go to thestratsoldier.com. Go check out the Strat Camp webinar, which is going to be happening on April 16th, and I'll tell you all about time frame continuity. But right now, all red. This is ANC, 100%. All right, full time frame continuity to the downside. I don't need an indicator to tell me that they're selling the mess out of this. I don't need that. All right. Let's see if quarterly charts are working now, because I did put that in about an hour ago. Let's see. It might work, might not work. This is not a way to I'm not making fun of TrendSpider, and I think it's a very good program. But there's an error, okay? There's an error. So what do? Go up to the top here, hit the question mark. There's various buttons up here. Go to the question mark. Go to contact customer support. All right. All right, and then you'll see this pop up. Here's my message already. All right, quarterly, yearly charts. This is before the show. Just type in your message, hit send. All right. Uh-oh, Marlon B. Thank you so much for the super chat, Marlon B. But this is how you do it. All right, in TrendSpider. All right. Now they're gonna get back to me, but that's how you do that on TrendSpider. Get a hold of them. All right, and they will. I'm sure this will be fixed by the end of the day. I'm sure it will. So let's go back to SPY, the broader averages. SPY, full time frame continuity to the downside. My goodness, I've only been gone a week. What did you guys do? What did you do? What did you do? You sold the crap out of it. That's what you did. Here's the broad information on the week. Here it is on the month. Taking all these guys out on the month. My goodness. All right, finally got past this guy here. Below 511. I talked about that on Thursday and Friday. Wow. All right. And the next target is 493. 493. All right. Are we going to get there? All right. Here's your monthly chart. Monthly broadening formation. It is a mess. Happy Saturday. Marlon B just wants to say happy Saturday. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Fantastic. He wants to see MSTR. All right, MSTR. And that's it. That's the rule. If you want to You use that super chat. I talk about whatever you want to talk about. I want to say last thing with SPY before I come back to it. Notice with this broadening formation, they test the highs, they test the lows. They test the highs, they test the lows. They test the highs. Now they're definitely testing the lows. How far can they get? The bottom of this weekly broadening formation is 482. 482. It's right there on the charts. Right there on the chart. All right. The strat is quantifiable. You can measure it. And notice I'm not talking about fair value gaps or some kind of, cup and handle wingy dingy thing. You know what I mean? The hanging dangling participle on a handstand. I'm not talking about any of that stuff. All right. We're simply talking about this broadening formation and how far the price can go. All right. Based on actual stops, actual candle positions. All right, now can it get way down here? 409. Ooh, 409 is good for cleaning my bathtub, not necessarily for for stocks. Goodness gracious, 409. Not 409. No. No, that's scary. All right, 409. All right. Dumb joke. I know. Let's look at MSTR. MSTR, MicroStrategy Incorporated. All right. Let me see here. All right, so for the stratters that are always in here. All right, for the regulars, this is gonna be important. All right, this is good information. What is this right here? Where are we at right now in the month? Come on now, for the regulars, put it in the chat. What condition is this right now? This candle. I don't want to slow the show down so much, so we gotta get in there. Come on now. What condition is it on the month right now? Come on, chat. Come on, wake up. It's Saturday. Inside, Jason. JD said inside. Give me another one. Come on now. Come on. Wake him up. Marlon B said limbo. How low can you go? Come on now. We are DEFCON 4 with Bitcoin at 82,000. Okay. MSTR, come on now. All right. Consolidation. All right, Justin. JD, he said, I'll do it for everybody. Inside right now. All right, we opened inside. All right. Now, this right here is the actual inside bar because it's closed. Right now, we're just opening inside on MSTR. Right now, doing nothing. JJ says inside. JD also says doji. All right, so inside. All right, inside actually. Ugh, gross. So this can go either way. Either it's going to go above 343 or it's going to go below 231. So, I mean, that's a huge range. I know that's a monthly chart. That's a big range, but that's letting you know, hey, there is no aggressive participation group in here right now. Not the buyers, not the sellers. Let's look at the week. What's the week doing? All right, all just trading sideways. If you want to, I'm not necessarily into support and resistance, but you got these tools on TrendSpider. All right, on TrendSpider, you got these tools. All right, you can say support's about right there. All right, and you can say the resistance, the selling is about right here. All right. All right, we got tools in TrendSpider. You know what I mean? There's lots of tools in here. All right. I wish this was like an automatic, like horizontal line that forces you to, but it's fine. It's red and green. All right. So this is where, the buying, started. This is where the selling started, basically. All right. In the psychology of this, yes, there's psychology behind it. This is where they want to buy. All right. This is where they want to sell. This is where the buying got hesitant on it. All right. They got up to 340 and they're like, I don't think I want to buy any more of this. Bitcoin ain't going up. I mean, they're talking about tariffs. I mean, I don't think I really want to buy anymore. Hesitation, all right? And then they start selling, all right? So there is psychology behind support and resistance, all right? But overall, doing nothing, all right? All these bars are stuck in these bars. All right, you need another demonstration of that. I am taking a long time to talk about MSTR because there's not a lot going on out there. Everything's going to the lows.
Fatality.
All right, a lot of stuff going to the lows. So we're going to do a lot of explaining and a lot of teaching on this one, on this weekend shift, all right? We are, because there's not a lot going on out there besides everything just how low can you go, all right? All right, so let me move this so you can see. All right, here's the top of this bar. See that right there at 545? Boom. All right, and the bottom of this candle down here at 219. 219. And it's forcing me to put it down there, so that's where it's going to be. And then all these bars are stuck in these bars. See that? Rob used to show this all the time. MSTR doing nothing.
Chop shop in here, folks.
Doing nothing. All right. Now, if you got in down here, hammer and force at 227, you're like, hey, I really hope it don't get down to 227 because that's where I got my stop at. Well, other than that, you can keep chopping around as long as I'm in a winning position. All right. Big outside quarters, yes, big outside quarters to the downside. It's a mess. Middle of the broadening formation, yes, you guys are tracking. If you want to take your phone out, take a picture of that. That's what that looks like, all right? It's doing nothing on these weeks. Don't give me that domino effect crap where, the 60 might trigger the daily, which might trigger the week, which might trigger the year, which might, the month, which will trigger the quarter, which will trigger the... Shut up. All right, don't give me that crap. All right, so Marlon B. Wait for this. It is. I wouldn't call that a shooter, and I would not call that an ugly shooter either. It's just trading sideways, Marlon B. And you can see right here on the money flow index, kind of just, they're not really dumping it. They're just kind of, they're keeping it afloat, all right? They're keeping it afloat. So if you created a winning position around here, 266, you could still be in that. I mean, as long as it stays up on the week. Now, if this goes 2-2 up on the week next week, for some reason, let's just say the news on tariffs is over. Like, okay, there was Liberation Day. We got the tariffs. News is done. All right, you can talk to JJ. He's seen a lot of these days. JJ's been doing this for 30 years. Talk to someone who's been doing this stuff for 30 years. That's JJ. Okay. And other than some snot-nosed 18-year-old kid who just learned how to do this stuff. All right, made some money here and there. All right. I don't want to talk to that kid. I want to talk to a guy. JJ used to be a broker. Go talk to JJ. JJ, you've seen some of this before. And JJ's going to be like, yeah, I have. The news is out. The news is out on tariffs. All right? And the market's going to go, okay, thank you. And they're going to move on. All right? They're going to move on. And there might be some, we still got CPI, PPI, jobs reports. We still have those things happening, all right, that'll gauge inflation. We're going to be talking about those things. But so far, but with tariffs, the market's going to get to a point where they're less like, okay, yeah, we got them. They're here. All right, got it. You know what I mean? Let's make some money. All right. So are we going to see more downside? That's the question. All right, that is the question. But MSTR, I'm spending a lot of time talking about this because most charts look like this. All right, going to right now trading sideways MSTR. I over delivered on that for you, Marlon B. That's what I always do. I over deliver. All right. Oh yeah. All right. He said I'm in MSTY. Misty, what's Misty doing? Misty. Uh-oh. I got 4 minutes left. I got 4 minutes left on that goal. Come on now. Friday's close on the lows. Friday. I like that. That rhymes. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm writing it down. Close on the lows. I like listening to JJ because he when he talks, it all rhymes or some kind of alliteration. Friday's close on the lows. All right, so Marlon B says I'm in MST. Misty. All right, title trusts. I don't know what this is. All right. Anyway, they're not really buying this either. Inside on the month, 2 down on the week. Not really a shooter, but hey, hammer on the day. So if they, it could. I want to see a 2-2 reversal up on the week before I'm touching any of that. All right. All right. Friday's close on the lows. Let's go back to SPY, and we'll talk about a little bit more of this, and we'll look for some actionable signals for next week. Just dropping off. All right. Just, woof. All right, and you can see the money flow index doing the, reconfirming that. Dow Jones, same thing, to the lows.
Fatality.
All right, my goodness, wow. Here's the monthly chart. Now it's outside of this level of reclaim right here, below 385. Wow. All right, 385. QQQ, they hate you. They hate your guts. QQ, get out of the area. Get on your bicycle and ride out here. Get out of here. They don't like you, QQQ. They don't like your tech stocks. They don't like your Microsofts. They don't like nothing you got, QQQ. Right here. All right. All the way down to 423. Way down here. The next target on this one is 413. How far are they going to take it down? No actionable signal for next week either. Just to the lows, all of it. My goodness. All right. What's even the next? Look at that. Golly. What's even the next level of reclaim? Let's see here. All the way down. Now we're down into this guy down here. Nope. We're past that one. Man. Almost all the way to the bottom of that one. So even the levels of reclaim, I mean, they're just taking them all the way out. All the way out. My goodness. All right. Ooh. All right. Let's get down the... Let's go to the multi-view for you. All right. Here's the weeks. No actionable signals on anything. XLP. We'll blow all these up in just a second, but you can see everything's red. Friday's close on the lows. Misty blue. Uh-oh. Hey. Misty blue. You got to go to Chicago see Misty blue. Hey, JJ, I'm in Shacktown. He's like, hey, come on. I'm here to see Misty. Anyway, SPY to the lows. No actionable signals. Dow Jones, no actionable signal. All right, we're going to go through this quickly. This is the power of the SPY. Excuse me, this is the power of the Strat, where we can talk about a lot of stocks quickly. All right, notice I'm not talking hours and hours and hours on 15, 20 minutes on 3 stocks. Nope. Tech to the lows. Utilities. I did talk about utilities. They did go. It was 2 up on the week. 2 reversal back up on the week, but then it failed, came back through, became an outside week to the downside. All right. Scenario 3.
Finish him.
All right. Even if they're getting out of utilities, which is a defensive position, that means they're taking all their money out. That's what that means. All right. They ain't hiding nowhere. All right. Rob, JJ likes to get in there. He does do it like Rob. He's like, where's the buyers at? Nope, not XLE. Not XLE. Biotechs ain't been good in months, but in weeks. These are weekly charts. No actionable signal. XLV, cure something, would you? Cure something. Cure the market. Do something. All right, just dropping to the lows. My goodness. XRT retail, just when you thought it was safe, to the lows, outside week to the downside. All right. Let's see here. Shaking my head. Semiconductors. They finally decided it was trading sideways for weeks, and then finally, shooter right here. Shooter below 250 to the lows. To the lows. All right. XLP. Consumer staples. Consumer staples, just shy of going scenario 3 to the downside. Whew. It's bad. All right, it's red. It's red. We don't want to say bad. We don't want to say charts look good or charts look bad. It's just red. All right, red. And then right here, you go to all charts, time frame. Let's go to the month. All right. Some look better than others. It's just not. I mean, there's not a lot of good. There's not a lot of green out here at all. Not a lot. Now you saw me skip UVXY. You saw me skip UVXY for a reason. All right, UVXY is a VIX product, VIX product, and what this measures is volatility. All right, and right now it's up $39. All right, $39. Now, I do not suggest you go long VXY. Wait for this thing to reverse back down, and then you can get puts on it as it's working its way down. But right now, this shows volatility is up your nose right now. All right, up your nose where the rubber hose. All right, let's do some head scratching and look for some actionable signals. What do you guys think about that, huh? All right, let's look for some actionable signals somewhere. I ran my markets. Let's do it again. I ran my scanners. I didn't see much. All right, let's look at. Let's go to S&P 500. MP 500. Where you at? SPY. Just S&P 100. Where's my? There it is. Oh, dang it. It was just there. There it is. S&P 500. Let's go for weeklies. If you see actionable signals on anything, let me know. Put it in the chat. I'm telling you, we're not going to see much. Everything's just been red. All right. And 8X trades, who I do like and I do support. Wow, we got one inside week. He likes to look at different time frames, like the 3-day, the 4-day, the 7-day, the 2-week, the 3-week. That's fine. The Strat works on all time frames. That's fine. I'm not necessarily doing that here. All right, that's not necessarily what I do. Inside week. All right, whatever WRB is, inside week for next week. All right, and it's been doing well, but it's also inside month. So looking to go to the lows. The lows. Let's look at insiders. They've been doing really well. A lot of people have been buying a lot of this stuff. So, I mean, we got some selling happening. Whatever WRB is, a lot of people like this. A lot of people like this. It's just, you know, right now the market's pulling everything down. So we'll put that on the watch list for next week. Next week. Got it. Thank you. Go away, please. Thank you. All right, let's go to, let's do this. Blow this up. Let's go to the weekly watch list, weekly signals, and let's clear this all out. Edit. All right, let's clear all these out. This is how you do it, all right? Very easy. Clear it out. Save. All right, now we got one in there. That's how you do it. Remember, we're organizing our stocks by condition. 2 up on the month. Do we have anything still 2 up on the month? Baba, no. Take it off. All right. Bud Light. Come on now. Bud Light. Give me 2 up on the month. Nope. Take it off. EA Sports. It's in the game. It's in the game. 2 up on the month? Yes, but it's red. Hey, it's 2 up on the month. We'll leave it. All right. We'll see what happens. Maybe it'll go back up. Southwest Airlines. Nope. McDonald's. Inside on the month. Nope. Remove it. These are not 2 up on the month. Mondelez. Inside month. Not 2. Get it out of the list. Get it out of there. Pacey. 2 down on the month. All right. Not going to put that in there. All right. We're going to put that one in. Can I do that in here? Yes, I can. Oh, come on. Do it. Do it. We're going to put that in 2 down on the month. And we're going to remove this one from this list. Yes. AT&T, call somebody. 2 up on the month? Yes. All right, call somebody. Hey, stocks are red. I know. 3-2 down. Get that out of here. Get out of here. Put you in the 2 down on the month list. Get out of here. Now, I talk about organizing your stocks by condition on the YouTube video called Information Overload. We want to avoid information overload. I also talk about that in the Strat Camp webinar. XLV, cure something, would you? 2 down on the month. 2 down on the month. All right. So when the stocks are going down, I know where to go. Go for the stuff that's already beat up. All right. Stop trying to short stuff that's just now selling. Short stuff that's already getting destroyed. All right. The sellers are already there. All right. 2 down on the month. All right, there's a lot more here. We need to update this because there's a lot more. All right, there's a lot more. But they've been beating up CVS forever. Sellers, go get CVS. They're ENPH. Look how long they've been hating ENPH. Anybody want no daggone solar energy? No, get that. I tell you right now, the lion doesn't go after the gazelle with the nice shiny horns and the nice sleek hair and it's really strong and really fast at the front of the pack. No. The gazelle, the lion goes after the rink-a-dink gazelle in the back that's uncoordinated, that just got stuck in a tree, like one of those trees that go like this. He got stuck in the middle trying to jump through. He broke off one of his horns. His hair's all ratty, and he's kind of hobbling along because his back legs hurt. That's what the lion's going for. He's going for that guy. That's lunch right there. That's lunch. Yup. That's lunch. Not the sleek, fast gazelle. I ain't doing all that running. Shoot. I'm waiting for this dude to fall in this gopher hole right up here, and I'm going to eat that one. Dude, you're getting a Dell. No, you ain't. No, you are not. AMD to the lows. Momo shooter in force on the lows. Look at this. Look at that. To the lows. Come on now. Come on. Microsoft to the lows. I hate to say it. Microsoft, QCOM, golly. Whew.
Finish him.
Get it. All the buttons. Tesla, come on, Tesla. Now, I did talk about Tesla here. Inside on the month. And it's kind of just sitting there. It's not bad that it's inside on the month. I mean, there's hope. It did not go all the way down here at 217, but we'll see. We'll see what they want to do next week. All right. So when the stock market is going to, even Walmart, all right, when the stock market's going to the lows, go to your 2 down on the month list and get in there. All right. Start working things that are going to the downside. Pacey. All right. Sand Dollar's doing okay. He ain't worried about it. All right. Visa to the lows. All right. Let's look at, what did I looked at Pacey and I thought of something else. Oh, now, if you don't like trading options, all right, this is what you can do. You can go to SPXS, and you can go long with SPXS. You can buy shares of this, all right? Two to reversal back up on the week, right at $7.33. Now, yes, you'd have to buy a lot, but you can do that, all right? That's what these were created for. These were created for investors that don't like trading put options, all right? All right. Do your research on ETNs though, okay? This is not necessarily a stock, this is an ETN. Go look at it's an inverse. No, it's not an ETN. I said that wrong. It's not an ETN, it's an inverse stock, all right? Go check it out. Do some research first, okay? SQQQ. Now you can't hold these forever. That's the only caveat on these. Caveat meaning warning with these, all right? You cannot just hold these forever. Because they will come on now, give me this. Nope. All right. You can't hold these forever. All right. You can't hold these forever, but they're good for a time. All right. So at $39 up to $50, come on now, you could have made some money with that. All right. You can go long these when the rest of the market's going to the lows. Go back to usual suspects. Where's that? Where's it at? Usual suspects. I have right here. Tesla. Go into the lows. You can go long TSLS. All right. You can go long this while Tesla is just crapping out. All right. Just ugh. You could have got here at $8 and bought some shares of this and worked it up to 13. You can still be in that. All right. Because they don't like Tesla right now. They don't like them. They do not like them. So, anything mentionable in here? Nothing really. Actionable signals. What do you guys got? Oh, I see the chat rolling. Sorry about that. VIX is good. VIX is good for your nose. Yep. Strat Soldier, are you very? You missed JJ. You missed JJ's live room. Yeah. Do you all trade inverse ETNs? Yep. Yep, Beach Bum's just talking about the inverse ETFs. Yep, and that's what I was just talking about. All right, the inverse ETFs. You can do that. You can do that. Let's go down. Let's go down S&P 100. All right, I'm sure now there's 100 stocks in here, and it covers a lot of sectors all in once. All right, all in one. When we're going to look at the weekly chart, and we're going to look for actionable signals. I'm pretty sure we're not going to find any. ETFs are taxed lower than commons. Okay. All right, they're taxed lower than commons. Thank you, JJ. That's that good information that the 18-year-old kid can't get you. All right. Apple, no actionable signal. ABBV, no actionable signals. There's going to be a lot of this, guys. All right. My goodness. Now I could use scanners, but that's not really going to help you guys. All right. AIG, AMD, not a lot going on here. All right, shooter, AMT. Oh, all right, American Tower, shooter on the week. Shooter on the week goes in force below 215. If the market wants to continue to go to the lows, the target there is 207. 207. Let's make that white for the target. Easy to see. All right, so we got one. That's good. AMT, we'll put that on there. All right, Strat Soldier, how come you didn't do all this beforehand? Because I like to do this together. All right, we're a team, we're a crew. All right, we do this all together. And I'm not hiding you guys in a Discord, so we can all have secret conversations. Nah, let's do it live. Boeing to the lows, land the plane. Nice broadening formation there. Look at that. Beautiful. Test the highs, test the lows. Test the highs, test the lows. All right. Bank of America to the lows. Look at that, just dropping off. Now, this is an automatic broadening formation drawn in TrendSpider. So when you see something like this, it completely expanded the broadening formation. We don't say broke, expanded the broadening formation. Now that the day is over, you can redraw this broadening formation, okay? All right, look at that reconfirmation. Oh, look at that. Take my money out. Get it out now. Take my money out. BK. Not Burger King, it's Bank of New York, all right? To the lows. All right, not seeing any actionable signals. I'm just using the down button on the screen, all right? Looking at the weekly chart, we have a shooter on Colgate. Shooter on Colgate. Put that on the weekly watch list. That goes in force below $91. And the target is 82, all right? Looking for actionable signals. We're looking for hammers, shooters, inside bars. There is a shooter on Costco. That goes in force below 913.55, all right? 913.55, weekly watch list. There it is, weekly signals. Bam. All right. Very nice. CRM, no actionable signal. We're looking for hammers, shooters, inside bars. Now, you can take any random 2 up and 2 down and say that's a 2-2 reversal. You can also do the same thing on the opposite side. All right, 2 down and 2 up and say it's a 2-2 reversal. But it's so much easier when you're just using the actionable signals. All right. Disney to the lows. Wow. They are wrecking Disney. Wrecking Disney. Dow. All right, here we go. Shooter on Duke. Duke Energy. Remember, I said this is a defensive position, and they're taking their money out of Duke. And that shooter goes in force below 117, and the target is 114. Put that on the weekly watch list. All right, we're doing it now. Now we're starting to see them. EMR, we're looking for Bigfoot. Yeah, Sasquatch. Yep. All right, now, this is a weird looking thing here. I wouldn't really necessarily call this a shooter. It's just a doji. All right, remember a doji is the opening and the close are pretty much the same. All right. Man, it shows that the buyers were in there and they's like, nope, sorry, wrong, sell it. So, I mean, you could put it on there. If you want to put that on your watch list for some downside action, that's okay. All right. Potential 322 back down.
The 322.
But I necessarily wouldn't call that a shooter. All right. Ford Doji. No actionable signal. FedEx, no actionable signal. Shooter on GILD. All right. GILD for a potential rev strat to the downside. Rev strat is inside bar, 2 up, 2 down. All right. Inside bar, 2 up, 2 down. So we'll see if that wants to go 2 down next week below 107.17. The first target technically is 106, but if that goes in force, it's going to hit that pretty much immediately. The target is going to be 104. 104. How far they want to take that down. GM. Notice how easy this is, all right? Easy. You don't need scanners. Scanners are just a tool. That's another doji thing. I wouldn't call that a shooter, but if you want to put that on your list for Home Depot for some more lows, like you can do that. HON. No actionable signal. INTC, I told you guys that was not an investment. All right. A lot of people are like, well, it's going to be great for the small trader, those small account traders. All you did was get your small account traders in some hot water. All right. That's all you did. Potential 2-2 reversal back down for cheese ketchup. Kraft Heinz Company, all right, that's going to go in force below $29.69, and the target's $28. All right, they're not completely destroying cheese ketchup, but hey, there's some sellers in there. Coca-Cola, shooter on Coca-Cola. That's a nice shooter, beautiful. That's what your shooters want to look. That's what you want them to look like. All right, that's nice. It closes in the bottom 33% of the candle formation. It goes in force below $69.80, and the target's $68.36. All right, Coca-Cola. Weekly signals, shooter. All right, keep it going. No actionable. So, LMT, Lockheed Martin. This is interesting. Shooter on Lockheed Martin to the lows. That's interesting because of all the geopolitical stuff going on right now. This would be going to the lows, but hey, they don't want to buy no war machines right now. That's okay. All right. Look at this, all red. McDonald's, shooter on McDonald's below $2.99. It's a great price. The first target's $2.95. The second target after that is going to be $2.84. Put that on the list. All right, we got some actionable signals here. It's working. That's good. I like that. Mondelez, potential 2 up, 2 down, but that's not a shooter, so we're going to leave it alone. No actionable signal. We're looking at the weekly chart. All right. Nastiness out here, all right? If it's not an actionable signal, skip it. Well, it's already red on all time frames. I can just go ahead and start buying puts, right? Wrong, all right, because it can reverse back in your face, all right? And then you'll see things like, let's go look at, I'm going right back up to Netflix. You're like, oh, Netflix is at $8.55. This is a great time to buy. Not while it's red, okay? Let me say this one more time. We don't buy stocks when they're red. We buy them when they're green, all right? Wait for it to reverse back to the highs, all right? Please, please. We trade reversals. Are you going to buy the dip? Get out of my face with that. How about we trade reversals? We don't buy the dip. All right. Potential 2-2 reversal back down on Procter Gamble. I'm going to skip it though. Ugly shooter on Philip Morris. Philip Morris in the time. Potential 3-2 down. PayPal destruction. Goodness gracious. QCOM to the lows. It's like 20. JJ, you know what this feels like? It feels like 2022 all over again. It really does. It really does. And 2022 was tough. Everything going to the lows. I can hear that whiny little voice right now. I love trading stuff that's going to the downside because I got that. It's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. Tesla shooter on the week. Tesla Momo shooter on the week. We're going to put that on the watch list. All right. Don't believe the hype. Trading stuff to the lows is not that easy. So you can look at TSLS. Remember, you can go long that stock. You can also just stay in cash and do nothing. Wait. All right. Wait. Wait for the reversal back up. This is definitely old chart. UNH with a shooter on the week, all right? Shooter on the week, UNH. UNP to the lows, UPS to the lows. Almost done, very easy. Only took a few minutes, all right? So when 8X trades, all these other guys, Walmart, Momo shooter to the lows. Momo shooter on Walmart. Momo shooter. When they say do your due diligence, what they're talking about is going through these charts, looking for these actionable signals, building your watch list based on condition, all right? And then that way you're ready for the next week. That's what they're talking about, all right? Not just pouring over charts, just charts after charts after charts after charts. No. Look for your actionable signals, you know, make your watch list, move on. Move on, all right? XOM was the last one. That's 100 stocks. We went over 100 stocks in about 10 minutes. That's easy, guys. Come on now. Come on now. You can do this. You can do this, and it doesn't take hours and hours and hours. You learn the strat so you don't have to look at your charts for hours and hours and hours, all right? It's fun in the beginning. I know that. But out of 100 stocks that we looked at, there are how many in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 actually have actionable signals for next week. All right? That's why we learn the strat. And that's why we look for actionable signals. All right? We use actionable signals, time frame continuity, and broadening formations to create winning positions. All right? So let's go through our list one more time. Costco, shooter on the week. UNH, shooter on the week. Lockheed Martin, War Machines, shooter on the week. McDonald's, shooter on the week. Tesla, Momo shooter on the week. American Tower, shooter on the week. Philip Morris in the time, all right? Ugly shooter, but potential 3-2 down on the week. Duke Energy, very interesting because utilities is a defensive position and they're taking their money out of utilities. Shooter on the week. That's interesting, all right? We want to know about that. GILD, Guild, shooter on the week. Colgate, they're even taking their money out of Colgate. Everybody's got to brush their teeth. Right? Get in there and brush your teeth if you ain't brushed your teeth yet. If you got your little rugrats running around, get in there and brush your teeth. All right, shooter on the week, Colgate. Walmart, Momo shooter on the week. Coca-Cola, all right, shooter on the week. WRB, inside week, potential 2-1-2 down. And then cheese ketchup, Kraft Heinz Company, 2-2 reversal, back down, ugly shooter on the week, potential. Okay, this is not enforced yet. All right. He says he wants to look at it's UCO and crude and utilities got crushed. Anything with energy got crushed. All right, not a lot of participation in the chat right now because it's all red. I know. And we like to look for those things reversing back up. We know. I know. We're together on this. All right. But what you have is 13 actionable signals for next week. All right. We don't just jump in. All right. Well, everything's red. Miles just buy puts. We don't do that. All right. We use these actionable signals to get in on what's already happening on the month. All right. Hey, maybe this is it. Maybe this is the show for this time. It's tough out there. It's tough. Not a lot going on out there. We have some actionable signals that'll get us more into the continuity of the red for next week. All right, and the chat is slowed down big time. That means that lets me know you guys are tired. It's been a rough couple weeks. Oh, it's been a rough couple weeks. And, we all know it's going to the downside, all right? Luckily, we have our actionable signals that we can go to for next week. Thank you so much for everybody being in here. Hopefully, you got some tidbits, some things that you can learn, hopefully you took some notes. And please go back, rewind back the show. Go back and watch what I talked about, MSTR. And all these bars are inside these bars. That's very important. All right, that's very important. Go back and scrub back when I was talking about the broadening formation on SPY on the daily chart, how they test the highs and test the lows. Rewind back where I started talking about Tesla and on the quarterly and monthly charts. All right, on monthly charts. We're still working on a quarterly chart. Go all the way back to the beginning and see how you can put in a help desk ticket. All right. Customer service right there on TrendSpider. All the buttons are there. TrendSpider is a very easy program, very easy trading software to work with. It really, really is. And they get back to you dang near immediately. All right, so I know that stuff will be fixed by later today. By the end of the day. I also talked about how to use the Strat Soldier Easy Setup Scanner. Get into the description of this video. You hit the link. It'll take you to TrendSpider. You'll get 25% off on TrendSpider. All right. And once you got TrendSpider, let me know. And then I'll give you the Strat Soldier Easy Setup Scanner. You can import that. I'll give you the hammer time scanner that looks for hammers on the 30-minute charts that you can use for your day trading. I'll give that to you. And also we have the Apple TrendSpider bot that you can use with Signal Link. Yes, you can now set up a trading bot on TrendSpider, and then link it to Signal Stack, and then what they will do is trade that stuff for you. So now you're working your 12-hour shift, and the program's working for you. All right, it's working for you. The main point and the main objective of TrendSpider is to give the average person the professional tools that the pros are using in Wall Street. All right, so don't forget that. Go check out thestratsoldier.com. Check out stratsoldier.com. I got a webinar coming up on April 16th. Stop trading confused. End the confusion. All right, stop just jumping in on stuff. Stop gambling these options that people are telling you to gamble. Stop buying these meme coins. Get in there, learn how to trade for real. All right. And then also we have Combat Load. Combat Load is going to get you everything on the site all at once. All right. I also have a new ebook, Hammer in Force. A new ebook, Hammer in Force. And I'll be making the bonus video for that today. We already have one person out there that's like, where's my bonus vid? It's coming. It's coming today. All right. And what that is how to trade a hammer. All right, in the Strat. What's a hammer? What's it do? What's it look like? Why do we want to use this? All right, and the hammer is a very important tool in the Strat. And what you could do that, of course, you're trading a 2-2 reversal up on that thing. And I'll show you where to enter, where to put your stops, and how to use that on yearly charts, quarterly charts, intraday charts. I'm telling you, you can use it on anything. You can use it on Forex. You can use it on options. You can use it on that crypto stuff. You can use it on anything. A hammer is a great tool. It's a great tool. So anyway, check it out. Hammer in Force. JD says, not tired, just slept 6 hours. That's good. That's good. I really appreciate everybody in here. The chat is moving slow, so that lets me know. We're going to shut this one down. Thank you so much for everybody being here. Thank you so much for all the super chats. We got 3. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, I just want to say thank you. I took a week off, and go watch Rob's introduction to the Strat that I posted that last week. All right, on last Saturday. It's fantastic. I love hearing Rob talk about the Strat. Nobody, I have a lot of passion, but no one did it like Rob. JJ's got his own vernacular too, and he loves talking about that. He was there when the Strat was born. He held the Strat in his arms. It was like, Rob, this thing looks a little ugly here. It's a little ugly. You don't tell nobody a baby's ugly. You don't say that. You say, bless his heart. Oh, bless his little heart. I'm just messing around. Give us a follow. Yep, get in there, set your group with JJ. All right, we'll post the links on Twitter and all that stuff. I refuse to call it X. This is the Strat Soldier for the weekend shift. Thank you for everybody being here. I'm gonna end it with the stocks news that we have so far, and then I'm gonna get out of here. Talk to you guys later. Peace.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this weekend shift from Strat Soldier. Make sure you guys lock in on the key strategies and the setup that he gives you and the quality guests that he invites on his show. Whether they're talking about options, futures, or long-term investment, I come in and I bridge the gap for weekly, quarterly, and monthly news. Let's dig and dive into these earnings reports. Wow, the tech sector. Please, ladies and gentlemen, follow the tech sector. Their earnings report is very important. It's a key ingredient to actually seeing what the tone in the market is. Are we going to be bearish? Or are we going to be bullish? Let's talk about some of the big boys and the big girls on Wall Street when it comes to turn to investing. Warren Buffett is sitting on cash. No other major investor is investing right now because stocks is at an all-time high. For example, Microsoft is investing a lot of their free cash, which is cash flow, into nuclear power plants to help innovate their company and look appealing to new investors and old investors. Alphabet, which is Google, they dominate the search engine. Amazon. Wow, what can we say about Amazon? It's multi-faceted. Amazon delivered on multiple levels. Prescription, food, gadget, tech, anything that you can name, Amazon is delivering to you. Now let's talk about Apple. iPhones, iPads, iMac. Apple is setting the tone as we move forward in the future. Apple is going to be releasing a new iPhone to actually bridge the gap. It's going to be cheaper. Let's see if there's going to be a large demand for this product to actually help Apple accelerate. Now, it's other technicals and it's other industries that we need to pay close attention to, which is the financial and the industrial. Let's talk about the banking sector. We had a banking run for a while. That means Chase, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, and so many other banks. SoFi, they did pretty well coming from December into January and leading up into February. Now, what I want to talk about, ladies and gentlemen, is the healthcare sector. Wow. The healthcare sector, we know, is a $1 trillion business. So guess what? They are in business to treat, cure on multiple levels. But I want you guys to lock in on what just happened with UNH, United Health. They are investigated by the United States government for fraud when it comes to Medicaid and Medicare. Lock in on those news, ladies and gentlemen. It will give you an opportunity to even long-term buy or trade in the options world, right? Puts a call. Now, as earnings continue to keep on ticking on, we have a big behemoth, which is reporting in this coming week. This is NVIDIA, ladies and gentlemen. NVIDIA can shake the market with their what? EPS expectation and revenue expectation and forward guidance. Now, your key takeaways, ladies and gentlemen, the next 3 months is going to be very critical to what? Both microeconomics indicators and also corporate earnings, as they provide you a direction as we move into spring, ladies and gentlemen. So make sure you guys keep an eye on performance. Make sure you guys keep an eye on who's buying, who's selling. It's going to set the tone, and then you guys can actually look at the sentiment of the market. Now, other few things that I want to talk about. I want you guys to understand that the Federal Reserve makes policy. We know that Powell is the key figure, right? We know he's the chair. But you have 12 other members that actually help to make his decision. They come together, they discuss what's going to happen and what they're looking for moving forward. Now, please, ladies and gentlemen, if you're trading futures, if you're trading options, if you're buying shares, make sure you guys do your due diligence. Fundamentals is key, ladies and gentlemen. It puts you in position to be successful. And as quiet witching is approaching, ladies and gentlemen, I want you guys to understand this is reference to the expiration of 4 types of derivatives: index futures, index options, stocks futures, and stock options. Let's think about this for a second, ladies and gentlemen. What is moving the market and what's not moving the market? Donald Trump is finally in, ladies and gentlemen. He's been in office for over 30 days. He's setting the tone, not just in the tech world, but many other worlds, ladies and gentlemen. He had Elon Musk. He's appointed. Now, these are the things that's going to affect the stock market as we move forward. You got Elon Musk with the Doge. He's eliminating government agencies, good or bad thing. That's a personal preference. But you need to understand, if jobs is going and jobs is not created, that's going to bring the economy down because it's less spending. So please pay attention to the maneuvers and the moves that Elon Musk and Donald Trump is making as we move forward. Hopefully this news puts you in position to be successful. You use it, you analyze it, and you do more research. Thank you guys for tuning in to this weekend shift with Strat.